Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the vlog. My name is Jess and today is Tuesday, the 14th. And I figured I would just start the vlog here. I just have a work day ahead of me, no big plans. I did go on a little walk this morning with Ryan's mom and it was so lovely. We went for like 45 minutes around the house, but I just got done with all of my morning meetings and now I'm just hanging out for the rest of the day. So right now I'm just starting some of my other tasks that I have to do at work, just like a few basic things before my 10 a.m. And then at 10 a.m. is when I start to like push out certain activity, I guess you could call it. So I like to just like make sure all of my admin stuff is taken care of before that. And then anything that I have left over, I handle afterward. I do have one meeting today at like 2:30, I think, but aside from that, nothing big going on today. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Just wanted to start the vlog. We have my coffee here. I have it in a container because I went on my walk this morning. We're just gonna have a work day together.
Oh, Jessica.
Hello, how are you? I'm taking a quick little break. I always schedule out a lunch for myself, but it's only 11 o'clock right now. I've only been working for about an hour and I want to make myself some breakfast because I haven't had breakfast yet. Today during my lunch, I'm going to head over to, actually, do I want breakfast or do I want, I kind of want lunch. I just accidentally rotated this box of waffles and everything fell out, but I decided instead I'm going to make a pot pie. I've been obsessed with these lately. This is my last one. But what I was going to say is that during my lunch break today, I want to head over to Target because I really want to get myself a planner that is already pre-made, I guess you could say. Like I have notebooks that I have tried to make into like bullet journals, if you will. But I just feel like, I don't know, I just end up not using them and maybe that's what will happen with the planner too. But I really want something that's physical because it helps me plan out a few of the vacations that I'm gonna be having. It also helps me physically plan out any kind of YouTube video schedule. And I just feel like overall, I just get so much more done if I have it all written out over having something like digital on a Google Calendar. So long story short, I need to head over to Target to do that. I also am going to put this in, well, it's already going in the microwave. And then I'm going to quickly just empty out my dishwasher and then that way I can put a few things away that I need to wash. Okay, I'm making a lunch part 2, but it's much later now. It's like 3 o'clock. So really this is like kind of my dinner, but I gotta get at this package that's outside. Hold on. I'm so excited about this because I believe this is my film. I have to show you guys what I got. Oh, dang it. I didn't even check the package on the front, and this is Ryan's stuff. I thought that this was gonna be my film, but instead it's a loofah and a brush. Well, I'm still very excited because I wanted to show you guys that I just got this brand new camera from Target. It was only $35. I am sure that it's still at Target. They have it in a couple of colors, including white and purple, but I got the green one and I really am so excited. I bought film for it, which I, again, thought was coming today, but I just didn't even check the front of the package before I opened it, but I thought that this would be a really cute way of just like having some moments with my friends, especially as I go on like vacations, and like I'm going to Dallas in February, for example, to celebrate and start getting together stuff for my friend who's having a baby. So even stuff like that I thought could be really, really fun. So I'm really excited to start using it again. When I was in high school, I used to have a fisheye camera, and I like brought that thing in my backpack everywhere, and it was so fun to take photos of my friends, and now we're back at it. Dang, I'm really sad that it was not my film because I was so ready to get everything set up. I'm gonna also have to apologize to Ryan for opening up his package. It is what it is. Anyway, I'm going to go eat some lunch. I made this, ooh, can you see it? It's like the feta tomato pasta that I always make. So I made some of that yesterday. I have a bunch of leftovers here that I'm just gonna toss in the fridge and pretty much just end the day, do a few more small tasks. My 2:30 ended up just no showing, so I don't really have much else to handle today, but have just like a couple of small things. And then after work, I'm going to head over to Target. I'm just gonna eat now, finish up, and I'll check in with you guys after. Okay, the end of my day could have been better. Let me turn off this light. I just had a meeting with a manager that I actually had no intention of having this meeting. I just called her to ask a couple of questions and then kind of derailed from there, but it's okay. In the long run, I think that it's really good to have very candid conversations with people, but in the moment I was like, how did we even get here? So I just think I need to take a breather. She was like, do you think that you could take a day off? And I was like, honestly, no. I don't think that I can afford to take a day off, but it's possible that maybe on Friday or something like that I can. I don't know. We'll see. I don't want to promise myself anything and then not be able to do it, but I am going to head over to Target really fast. I'm gonna go peruse the section, and also like what better way to end the day than going to Target, especially if you've ended your day kind of poorly. And then after that, I'm gonna come back home and I'm gonna continue reading my book. I'll tell you guys all about the books that I've read most recently because it's been a while since I've caught you up on all of that. So I'll do that and then we'll end our night. Back home. I got some things and it's very awkward because I was going to film in the car when I was just like about to leave the store and somebody pulled up right next to me, so I quickly ended that. But I wanted to show you guys what I got. Okay, so I went for one thing and one thing only, but as we know, we cannot go to Target and only buy a singular item. So let me show you what I got. First off, I did end up getting a planner. I got this 2024 planner. I love the color. I'm obsessed with the color green. It's kind of similar to another notebook that I just recently got for work, but the reason I liked this one is because it's large, which I'm glad that I actually went because I almost bought one that was like this big and I would have been a little bummed. But on top of it, this also has like a few extra months starting in October, which we're past now, but it has like months this way. And then once you get into the actual months, then it has that like month view, but it also has like a weekly / daily view, and it has actual like bulleted points, which I really personally love because you can add like items and then like to-do list items. Why did my camera just stop focusing? I don't know. But anyway, point is you can add bulleted items, which I thrive off of to-do lists. So that is my jam. I love that. But then I saw a couple of sweaters. So I got this one. They also were on sale for 30% off. I got this one that is like a cream color with black and green and like stripes. For Ryan, it is a small, so I'm not sure if it's gonna fit him or if he needs a medium, but I felt like it was like pretty oversized for a small, so I'm hoping this fits, but if not, I can always exchange it for a different one. And then for myself, I got this quarter zip cream / like maybe more on the white side, and I am really excited because I have another quarter zip that says Washington on it. It's black. I wear it literally all the time, but it's more of like my workout type outfit, and so because of that it's often dirty because I literally always wear it to the gym. But this I felt like could be a cute like workout vibe, but also I could like wear it with jeans. It looks a little bit more put together because it's white. Maybe those are just all my own thoughts, but it's also very fuzzy inside, so I got this. I was really excited about that. That was everything that I got. both of the sweaters were on sale, which is really nice. And that's pretty much all we have for the rest of the day, but I did want to sit down and share with you guys the books that I have been reading lately. So let me get this stuff put away and get a little bit cozier. I might actually put on my sweater, and then I will sit down and talk to you guys about those books. Okay, we've made a little bit of an outfit change. We're in the new sweater. Do you see what I mean? It's like cozy, it's put together. It's like kind of the perfect vibe. But I wanted to tell you guys about the books that I read, like I said. So at the time of filming this, I am currently on book number, I've read 45 books and my goal was 40. 2 of those books were audiobooks, which I've talked about those like in a previous video, I think like back in July, so we won't go down that route, but I did want to tell you guys about the other books that I have read. So I'll kind of go backwards. I think where we left off, I'm pretty sure I told you guys about Don't Let Her Stay by Nicola Sanders. That one was really great. That was a 5-star. Ward D by Frida McFadden. Frida McFadden is always like a go-to, like really easy read for me, but Ward D, 5 stars. I loved it. I thought that like it kept going back and forth. It kept, I don't know, it was fantastic. I think sometimes I don't love the way that mental health is described in books, but that being said, if I could take myself away from that, still loved the book. Next thing I read was Things We Left Behind, which was the Knock 'Em Out 3rd book in the series. I gave it a 3-star. I felt like by the time I was at the 3rd book, each book was like 600 pages. They all did not need to be that long. And then in addition to that, they were just like kind of the same book over and over again. So it was fine. I enjoyed myself, but it was not anything special. I might even downgrade that to 2-star, to be honest. Next book I read was In My Dreams I Hold a Knife. I really liked that one as well. It was kind of like a, I don't know if it's considered dark academia, but it did have to do with like going or revisiting school and like somebody like dying in school basically. So it was very good, bit of like a thriller, I guess you could call it, and I gave that one a 4-star. The next one I read was Final Girls, another thriller, super fantastic, a Riley Sager book. I was obsessed with it. That one I also gave 5 stars. Again, I just thought that it was really good. And then the next one I read was The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. Oh my god, this book was so fantastic. I straight up like always forget that I enjoy historical fiction novels until I read a historical fiction novel, and this one was amazing. It basically follows 2 sisters during World War II and like what they decide to do during this time. So it's very interesting. I really enjoyed every single second of it. It was a longer book, but it read so easily. It was so good. I really do recommend it. I gave that one 5 stars. And then after that I read Survive the Night, another Riley Sager. I think because I had just read a previous Riley Sager, I kind of knew what was gonna happen. I gave it 3 stars. I enjoyed it throughout the whole time. It was a very unique concept with like being in such limited locations and with so many limited characters, but then because you only had like 3 characters to work off of, you could kind of decide who the killer was. So it was good though. The next one I read was A Stranger in the House. I gave that one 4 stars. It was by Shari Lapina, which I really wanted to read because she's the one who most recently wrote, what was it that she wrote? Oh, Everyone Here is Lying, which I have been wanting to read still. It's still on my list, but I just like haven't actually done it yet. It was a very interesting, like trying to decide what the truth was and like who's who, who's lying, who's not lying, whatever. And it was very intriguing for that way, like a little bit more on the psychological side, but there were still like spooky things happening. Not spooky, but like scary, I get like thriller type things happening. So it was a very good one. And then after that I read Billy Summers. Billy Summers I also loved. I thought that I was going into a thriller novel by reading Billy Summers because I was like, Stephen King, obviously gonna be a thriller novel. Turns out it's one of his only non-thriller novels, but it was still fantastic. It basically follows this guy, Billy, who is a, what's the word for it? Sniper assassin, I guess is what you could call it. Like he assassinates people for a living, but like via a sniper. And he has one last final job, but it goes down all of these directions that you would have never, ever guessed. Like within the first like 20 or 30% of the book, he's already done with the job. And then you have to go down a whole nother route. So it was so fantastic. I really loved it. I gave it 5 stars, if you could not tell by how much I'm talking about it. And then again, I tried to go down the thriller route because this was all before Halloween and I was like, I really want to be scared. I read The Last Word by Taylor Adams and the first like 20% got me. I was terrified. I didn't even want to like be in the living room when Ryan was in the bedroom because I was so scared of being alone. And then after that, it totally fell off and I didn't love it. So I gave it 3 stars. I still enjoyed it, but I think this is another one that I may downgrade as I continue to think about it. I feel like sometimes initially I'm like, nah, I had a good time, and so I'll give it a 3 star. But then when I look back on it, I'm like, I don't think I would really recommend that one to a friend. So I think I might update that one to a 2 star. And then most recently, I finally dove into Fourth Wing, which has been all over the internet, and I loved it. Oh my god, I think that everybody has, 1, been comparing it to the ACOTAR series, and then 2, has also been essentially calling it like fantasy romance, which I guess you could say that it is, but I think the difference is that like there is so much more than just like fantasy and romance. It is like a whole political world, and like yes, there is romance within that, but like you could say the same of so many other fantasy novels that I would say that like the romance does take a back seat for the first like 70% of the book. You do get the character being intrigued by somebody and things like that, but like not so much so that it's the whole story. So I loved it, honestly, and Iron Flame just came out. I'm so excited to read it. I'm waiting to see if I can get it on the library, which I know I would have to wait before I just dive into buying it, only because there are going to be 5 books total from what I'm seeing online, and I don't want to hurry up and like read the first 2 and then have to wait a really long time. Like I'd rather pace it out a little bit more, but it was one of those books where like it got you until the last line. Even the last line, I was just like, oh my god, like I literally had to go take a walk after I read the last line because I was like, I need a moment to like think, because wow. So really loved it. Gave it 5 stars, obviously. And most recently I'm reading The Only One Left. I'm probably like 50% of the way through at this point, but I've just been reading that this morning and the last couple of days. I think I started it on like Friday or Saturday, if I remember correctly. So I should be finishing that one up within the next few days, and then I will be on to the next. But those are all the books. I just wanted to keep you guys updated on what I've been reading, but I'm gonna now get my planner together a little bit. I'm just gonna like write down a few things that I already know are happening, including some like travel that I'll be going on and things like that. And then after that, we're just gonna chill on the couch and read. Ryan's at the skate park right now, so I get the evening to myself for now, which is kind of nice sometimes. I just finished planning out a bunch of stuff. Not planning out, but just like writing it down. I just like put in all of the like special dates that I already know about, any trips that I already have planned, any times that people are coming here to visit me. Put that all in here, and then I also started filling out like when I have PTO. So yeah, I'm actually like feeling very good about this. I feel like this is like a nice little plan to have everything written out. I'm just gonna go through it, and there was something else that I needed to put in here, but now I'm blanking. Excited to actually start using this. I had a planner like this, I want to say in 2021, when I was doing a lot of dog sitting, and it's what kept me sane. And ever since then, I can't, like, my brain hasn't been able to get one of these back together. So I'm excited to just like dive in, get it together, get it all good, and actually start relying on something like this again, because I like having something that I can like cross off to-do lists and not just like blank sheets of paper everywhere. So very, very, very helpful to have this. It's so funny because ever since the time changed, Pete passes out so early, and it's so cute. Hi, buddy. Hi. Oh. I'm going to chill right here on the floor. I'm gonna let him have the couch, mostly because I actually want to sit upright a little bit better, not because he just gets the couch automatically. And I'm going to continue reading my book. I don't actually know, but it feels like I'm about halfway. So I'm very excited to figure out what's gonna happen next. Hello guys, it is to Wednesday. Wow, where is the time? Oh, my camera's already dying. I was gonna tell you guys that my phone says it's raining. It's not quite raining yet, but today is one of the first rainy days and I'm so excited because I just love the rain. So I just went through my first few morning meetings and now I'm going to get started with some activity because I have a few more meetings today. It's kind of busy. Tomorrow I'm gonna be working at a friend's house. My camera died. But I was gonna say, we're kind of all over the place today, but in a good way. Like, it feels actually busy lately at work and I feel like I've been wanting it to feel busy for a while now. So I'm really glad that I actually feel like I have things to do. And then as we get on with the day, I believe I only have morning meetings. So after 1 p.m. I am free for the rest of the day. So I'm excited to just get all the stuff tackled and then be able to chill out. I'm gonna actually take a proper lunch today. I'm gonna read some more of my book. I have 30% left of the book. Very excited to finish it, see what happens, and then move on to the next one. And soon I will be reading Iron Flame, which I'm also very, very excited for because, let me check. I rented it on Libby, but it's not available yet because everybody and their mother wants to read it. Okay, yeah, it says 6 weeks until I get to read it, but hopefully if people finish it fast and return it early, then maybe I will be able to read it, who knows. And I'm just excited to be able to even like think about it being in my Kindle soon. So I'm gonna get to it, but I just wanted to check in with you guys this morning, say hi, and I'll see you guys around lunchtime. Hi, are you just on your bed? Oh, got comfy for you. Oh my gosh. So the reason I had that reaction is because Brian and I have been trying to get P to sleep in his own bed. And it's been a struggle because why would you not want to sleep here with your parents and instead sleep by yourself on the floor? But I, like, whenever he chooses to go to his bed, it just like warms my heart. I'm like, oh, you're finally in your own space. Anyway, wow. I am going to step away from my computer for about an hour and actually take a lunch of some kind. I'm going to read right now. So I'm stepping away physically and going to hang out in my room. I'm also going to get this cozy blanket because it's been kind of chilly today. It's only 60 degrees, so I know that other people might laugh at that, but for me, it's a little chilly. So I'm gonna sit in my bed and I'm gonna read for a little bit while P is so stinking cute. I have to take a picture. Okay, I'm sending this to Ryan. Look how, I mean, you guys literally just saw him, but look how cute this is. Let's go find out what happens in my book. Okay, well, I had about 13 minutes left on my timer, but I'm gonna go ahead and stop it. That's like my timer so that I make sure that I like go back to work within an hour. Turns out that my power is out, which I guess you really can't see from the light, like in the camera. In person, it's so dark in here though. So I just had to shut my laptop because I just wanna make sure that I'm preserving as much energy as possible. It does say that the internet and everything should be back around like 4:50 or 5 p.m., something along those lines. But that just kind of means that I'm chilling until the power is back. I don't really have anything else to do except for wait. So the only thing I had left to do today was I have a call with my manager at 3:30, but obviously I don't know if that's going to happen. Set an alarm for 3:15 p.m. I'm gonna set an alarm for 15 minutes before, and then that way I have a chance to check in with her. And then I'm also going to, well, Pete really wants to go outside. I think he wants food. It's like, it's not even 3 p.m. You don't need your food yet. But I think what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to turn on my heater, which I need one of these for. What I usually do is during like the hot months, because it gets to like over 100 degrees in Los Angeles, if I ever have one of these guys, I just turn off the pilot light because it just kind of is loud and like constantly going even when it's off. But since it's cold, I'm going to turn it on. Even though my power is out, this is gas, so no problems there. I don't know what's going on, but normally that takes like 2 seconds to light and it's like not lighting. So I'm gonna give it a beat because maybe it's just all in my head, but it always makes me so nervous to have gas just like going constantly. Instead, we're just gonna get some blankies. It's only 56 degrees, so it's not like freezing cold, but I am a little chilly. So I'm just gonna wait until the lights come back on. And what I'm going to do so that I know when they're back on is I'm just going to turn on this light. Normally we just like use these like lamps, but I'm gonna turn on this main light. And then that way when it comes back on, it will come back on. Back to reading, I suppose. Like the universe is telling me that I need to take some time for myself. So here it is. I can't remember if I said this already, but it makes me laugh so hard that LA weather is like usually so sunny. And so the second that it's anything but sunny, the power goes out. It's been probably almost an hour since the power has been out, but I've literally just been reading and have my candle here just to add a little bit of extra light. My one-on-one that I'm supposed to have with my manager is literally in 2 minutes. So just waiting to see if she wants me to call her, like what she wants me to do. So I'm just kind of waiting. But until then, I think I'm just gonna chill for the rest of the day. Okay, I just tried taking P for a walk and he wouldn't go. I mean, like he went a little bit. I tried even running with him. He wouldn't go to the bathroom. And oh my God. But then when I came back, I just tried to relight the pilot light for the heater. It worked totally fine this time around. So I don't know what was going on the first time, but maybe I was just like jinxing it. It's starting to get very dark though, and also cold. So I'm glad I got the heater working, but it's 55 degrees. It's only like 4:45, but it's like very dark out. I don't know if you can tell. Let me show you. No, you definitely can't see, but trust me, in real life, it's pretty dark. The sun's already set. So I think we were supposed to go to Costco today. I don't know if that's still the plan. So I'm just waiting for him to come home. But I also wanted to check to see if there was any update on when the power was supposed to be back on. So I'm gonna check. It says 4:39, but that was 10 minutes ago, so we'll see what happens. I'm hoping it's back by like 5-ish. But in the meantime, I have my phone charging on this like external charger thing, or like portable charger is what it's called. And I'm just going to continue to read and yeah, just kind of hang out at the house because that's all we can do. I ended up having my one-on-one. It went fine. We talked a bit about the stuff that I mentioned from the last couple of days and kind of like dove a little deeper on that. So glad we were able to do that, but otherwise just like your standard one-on-one. So now I'm basically done for the day and I'm just gonna keep reading. I didn't get to finish my book, but I'm sure I'll finish it by the end of today if I only have like 2 hours left. So we'll see how far we get. I think our lights are back. Yes! And just in time, it's 5:15 right now, so I'm going to go check on everything. So now I just need to check the internet and then all of the like plugs and things like that that we already have in the house. I'm just waiting for Ryan to come home because we are still planning to go to Costco together. Also, look at my pants. Can you see? They're like soaked because I tried to take P on a walk and he wouldn't go. So anyway, I'm gonna go check on all of that stuff and then actually continue reading because I said I was going to, and then I ended up checking things on my phone for work just to make sure that I wasn't missing anything important. But I still only have like this little bit left. Okay, so there have been a few updates. I was actually just editing one of my videos until Ryan came home, and I was going to start getting ready to go to Costco, and then somebody from his work just called. So I think we're going to end up going on Friday instead because I'm going to my friend's house tomorrow, and I usually like to make sure I don't have any like big plans after I'm at my friend's house, just because I don't want to like rush to head home or anything like that, especially if I'm hanging out with somebody. So I'm just gonna chill for tonight instead. I'm currently like doing the laundry as well as all of like the dishwasher stuff because obviously that was delayed from the day. So that's all running, and once that's done I will get cozy in some PJs, but in the meantime I'm just gonna continue to read, and yeah, that's pretty much it. That's I think how we're gonna wrap up the night. I look ridiculous with this hood on, but I'm getting ready for bed. I did not vlog it because I just get stressed whenever I'm cooking, but I made this pumpkin mac and cheese tonight. I'll show you guys in the morning what it looks like. If you guys ever have any kind of like Safeway or Vons near you, I use the app from Safeway or from Vons to order groceries, and I just like do pickup. But there's a section on there called meal plans, and it lets you go through and like look at any recipes, and then it auto adds everything to your cart. And I used that for the last few recipes that I've tried, and this one in particular was a pumpkin mac and cheese. So good, and also it just like feels so nice. I had to take this off. It feels so nice to like make something from scratch, even as simple as mac and cheese. So 10 out of 10. So good, especially for somebody who loves pumpkin. But now we're about to go to bed. I'm just grabbing my Kindle so I can actually lay down. I'm almost finished with this book, but I have a feeling I'm gonna have to finish in the morning just because I'm starting to get tired. Peas here, and I am going to start heading to bed because it's already 9:30 and I normally wake up around like 5:15, and tomorrow I'm going to my friend's house to work, so want to make sure I am nice and rested. Good morning, guys. Happy Friday. I didn't vlog yesterday because I was working at my friend's house, but today is going to be a pretty easygoing Friday. I just have 2 calls today, and that is at 11 and then one at 4 p.m. So have a lot of time in between the two. My 11 o'clock is kind of an important one, so I'm gonna be changing out of my sweater. After that, I think I pretty much can like chill out for the rest of the day and like not stress too much about the calls. And then only other thing that we have to do today is just like make sure we get some activity out and prepare, because tomorrow I'm heading over to San Diego to meet up with my family. So lots to do today, but it will result in a very exciting and probably kind of long weekend. I also forgot to tell you guys that I actually got the film for this camera, so now it's officially working. I'm very excited to actually use it. So I'm gonna put it to the side. I took 2 photos yesterday, one of P and one of Ryan, so very excited to start to actually use it. I might actually bring it with me this weekend and next weekend, both times. I have to go to San Diego on Saturday, and I think I'm gonna bring it with me just in case, because I would love to be able to take some pictures here and there and like just, you know, have memories when I'm spending time with family, spending time with friends. So very excited to actually use it. Anyway, I'm gonna go focus on some work and get ready for my call in about an hour. Okay, I'm off work, and I thought a little fun activity would be to make a little ornament for P. These are I think I got these at Marshall's. I got them at Marshall's, and it comes with 2, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with the second one yet, but basically you can make a little paw print for an ornament, and we're gonna be putting up our tree soon, so figured might as well have a little ornament for it.
Are you excited? Yes! Oh. Yeah! Here it is!
Oh, dang it! No! We got P's paw print, which had to be done twice, but I think it came out decently well. And then we had extra, so we have this cute little heart, and that has our fingerprints in it. And then I made this little snowman. There we go. I made that little snowman. Oh my god, he's so cute. And Ryan's making this tree. Oh, there we go. Hi. Hello. Little arts and crafts. Why is it not focusing? There we go. There's all of the arts and crafts for tonight.
I love the texture I added.
There's P. He's upset with us. Okay, I'm getting cozy with P. He's laying down right here. And I'm watching a movie. Well, a TV show, I guess. It's like a 3-part show. But I'm watching And Then There Were None because I've been trying to read it for the last like 2 or 3 days. And I like cannot get into it just because of like the style of writing from like the 30s. I know that that sounds really bad, but I just like, I can't do it for some reason. Like it's just confusing and they use ellipses all the time. And I don't know. It's just like throwing me off. So I thought I would check out the show, see how I like it. I guess it was like a 3-parter a while back on like BBC or something like that. So I found it online, given it a shot, gonna see how I like it. And then if I feel like that's enough for me, then maybe I will just skip reading it. I know that it's a classic and I know that it's like I should probably try harder, but like I also want to enjoy myself if I'm reading. So I'm gonna check out the show. I'm gonna hang out a little bit and then just kind of take it easy for tonight. I did finish my book. Let's see, what was it called? I was gonna say And Then There Were None. The Only One Left by Riley Sager. I gave that one a 5-star. It was so good. I loved it. Finished it last night at like midnight because I couldn't fall asleep. So I was like, I'm just gonna read, and then I finished my book. So fantastic. Highly recommend. Anyway, I'm gonna go watch this show. I'm gonna see how I like it and I keep you guys updated. But otherwise, I'm gonna chill out for the rest of the night, and then tomorrow I have to head over to San Diego, so that will be in another vlog, but wanted to update you guys on how the night went. Okay, well, it's the next day and I accidentally fell asleep watching the show, so I'm gonna give it another shot today. But I did decide that I think for now at least I'm going to, bless you, I'm going to DNF the book because I don't know, I know that I should want to watch it or read it, but I want to read something else right now. So I think I'm going to read A Little Life instead. I've been hearing a lot about it and it just became available on my Libby app and I'm a little bit more excited about it. So that's all I have for you guys for this vlog. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. If you've made it to this part, comment down what book you're currently reading because I love to hear what you're reading. I like recommendations, you know, the whole thing. But yeah, that's all I got. So I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.